to take the corner kick. The short option was a possibility with Foden, but Pereira now goes across to cut that out. 1-1. Corner kick far side. Gundogan to take it, curling. Diaz tries to get on the end of it, headed out, headed back by Kovacic. Header away by Traore, picked up by Jimenez. Iwobi and Pereira going through the middle if he can find them. Iwobi tries to help it on and reaches Pereira as well. Jimenez has continued his run. Pereira swings over the cross. Gvardiol was back. His header away from inside the penalty area, picked up by Raul Jimenez on this near side. He comes to a walking pace now for Fulham. 1-1, 9 minutes to go to half-time. Here is Pereira, central position, with pace, out towards Iwobi. In that, and then the ball from Tete, and now Anderson. And Fulham have every outfield player in the Manchester City half. Chesterfield 0, Walsall 1. Walsall could take advantage of the top two losing in League Two. That would actually take them top of League Two, as they are ahead there at Chesterfield. As this is Sander Berge, signed from Burnley. A Sheffield United player. Lukic waits, Robinson near side the left, goes down the touchline, keeps the ball in play, gets a little bit of room, gets a low cross, blocked by Gvardiol. It will be a Fulham throw on this near side the left. No other goals to tell you about as we edge our way to half-time on this Saturday afternoon. Don't forget Sports Report with Mark Chapman, all the results and the reaction before commentary from Goodison of Everton against Newcastle United. Stephen Warnock and John Murray will bring you that. Here is Anderson to Lukic. Chips the ball forward, spins in the air. Robinson onto it, kills it, then sends over a left-footed cross. Iwobi and Mark, right-hand side of the penalty area. Back to Jimenez, scuffs it. He finds Pereira. Pereira back to Jimenez, tries to run it at a goal. Comes out towards Traore, plays it and cleared away by Foden. And Manchester City all of a sudden have got to do some defending. And they don't hang on to the ball. Back with Iwobi for Fulham. Infield to Pereira, returns the ball to Iwobi. Time to measure the cross, plays it in low. Turned behind by Gvardiol for a corner kick. Will go to Will Perry at Brentford.
Brentford 3, Wolves.
First man at the... near post, headed out by Gundogan.
I don't get that. Everybody in the Fulham shirt goes to the far post. It's something they've worked on, and he hits the near post, which doesn't hit the first man, and it's a way for a throw-in. But Fulham, when they believe in themselves, they're causing problems.
Belief, very much the key word. Certainly they've had the better chances. Almost like a foul throw that by Robinson on this near side. Back with Bassi. Robinson goes back to Anderson, and we'll go back to Leicester and Pat Murphy.
It's still 1-0 to Leicester, but Buonanotte, who's having a brilliant game, he laid on a tremendous chance for Vardy, who would normally put it away in his sleep. Couldn't sort his feet out, stabbed it wide. Leicester 1, Bournemouth 0.
Those Liverpool supporters travelling back, getting away from all the traffic that you get when you go to Selhurst Park after that 1-0 win against Palace. Will be keen to know that Arsenal 0, Southampton 0. Manchester City 1, Fulham 1 as we approach half-time on this Saturday afternoon. And what's the latest at West Ham, Chris Coles?
The chances continue to flow. Still West Ham 1, Ipswich 1. Jacob Greaves for Ipswich, 4 yards out, a header just went wide. And at the other end, Mohamed Kudus, another header, clipped the outside of the post. West Ham 1, Ipswich 1.
5 Live's Premier League Sunday tomorrow. Aston Villa, Manchester United is our commentary from 2. Brighton, Tottenham at 4:30. Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, incidentally, will be on a Sports Extra, so choice of offering tomorrow afternoon. Pereira curls the ball out. Traore running forward. Robinson just had to check his run. Now delivers a first-time cross. Cleared on the volley by Ruben Diaz inside his penalty area. Robinson lets the ball bounce, heads it back into the penalty area, and it's on the half volley, cleared by Akanji. 5 minutes to go to half-time. Berger heads it back to Calvin Bassey. Wrexham are back in front in League One. Wrexham 2, Northampton 1, and back to Chris Coles at West Ham.
Amazing, we've only seen 2 goals. We could have had 5, 6, 7. Another great chance for West Ham. Thomas Soucek, 6 yards out, goal at his mercy. He found Sam Morsey in a great position on the line to clear for Ipswich. Still 1-1.
In the early games today, I mentioned that Palace 0, Liverpool 1 in the Championship, Burnley 0, Preston 0 in that Lancashire derby, Norwich 4 unbeaten now after beating Hull City 4-0, Portsmouth 1, Oxford United 1, Pompey still yet to win. A couple of results in League 1, Huddersfield beat Barnsley in the Yorkshire derby 2-0, Peterborough 2, Stevenage 1, and in League 2, Fleetwood 0, Bromley 0, Grimsby 0, Doncaster Rovers 3. 4.5 minutes remaining of this first half here at the Etihad, 1-1. As Gvardiol back to Ruben Dias. Akanji finds Dias inside the centre circle. Gvardiol will pass the ball to Kovacic, who drops in between the two central defenders. The fullbacks are pushed on. Rico Lewis has hardly played as a right back all game in that inverted role, as Mansfield have got a second at home to Blackpool. Mansfield 2, Blackpool 0. Nigel Clough's side really are going well. Bassi keeps the ball in play, tries to use his strength to hold off Lewis, and at least gets a throw for Fulham.
I've got to say, in the last 5 minutes or so, Fulham have been in control. They're dictating the pace of the game. They've got
have the ball inside the centre circle, and Foden drops short to collect it. And Akanji now joins the attack. Bernardo Silva tries to take it first time past Robinson, who stumbles. Silva delivers the cross. On the cover though was Berger to head the ball out of play. Barrow 0, Cheltenham 1, and Molly Stevens is watching Bath Bristol in the rugby.
Bath 7, Bristol Bears 19, and 4 tries in the first half hour. It's
on your travels, and you'll be able to do exactly that with 5 Sports Extra and the TMS team on Monday morning, because there'll be ball-by-ball coverage of Pakistan against England, that first test that starts on Monday at around 6 o'clock. If you're out walking the dog on a early morning, you can go all times to walk a dog, of course, but BBC Sounds, whenever you're doing so, doesn't have to be at 6 o'clock in the morning, as we've got 90 seconds remaining. And Fulham have lost the ball. Early ball play through by Bernardo Silva to Haaland, cut out. Kovacic then to Pereira. Picked up by Ruben Dias, running forward. Still no other goals to tell you about.